Alright, hi folks, welcome to another Minion Masters video. So let us get into it right now because we have a lot to cover. I did get two budget decks out of the leaderboard decks. One's a little more budget friendly than the other. So this is Portex's deck from last season. Except for the version I ran Morgul the Swarmer King. But this was the top leaderboard Stormbringer from a couple days ago. I'm not sure if it still is. Really good deck. I had a lot of fun playing it. There is two cards that you have to keep. The Infiltration, the Supreme card, is like a must-have in this deck. So that is going to cost you 500 blue crystals. And then I think the Whirly Scrat is also a must-have. So to make this deck, you need at least 625 crystals, plus any commons you don't have to make it. The one Supreme I think you can get rid of is the Blood Imps. This is Supreme, but I think you can easily replace it with a Scrat pack. So that would be my suggestion for a budget version of this. Basically, you just need one Supreme and one Rare. And I'm going to show off some of the games. Really cool deck. I played it a lot last season. It's kind of what I played when I wasn't playing the Mortar deck from last season. So I dug it quite a bit. And we'll just show off some quick games here, because we also have to cover the other deck. So I want to make sure to give that one enough time.
Get ready.
So we'll show it from our point of view, though. So this deck is all about bridge control. You could win with big pushes and whatnot with it, just like anything really. But you were just always trying to take the bridges, always keeping the bridges. And you have the tools to do it with Defenso choppers and skeletal hordes and Whirly Scrats and whatnot. And he had a very swarmy type deck too, so this was a very interesting game.
I told you I'm mighty.
So unfortunately, those Plasma Marines saved those dudes over there. I think I just skeletal horde. And there we go. And unfortunately, he had Last Stand, so that was actually pretty good. Last Stand with the Infiltration. It's a pretty good push. And the Defenso chopper comes down a little bit late, so we do take some damage there. But it's fine. And this is going to be one of the sickest Whirly Scrats in the whole world. Definitely got his 4 points worth of value. Yeah, his last stands were pretty sick, for sure. So Infiltration and Defenso chopper answers this pretty nicely, though. 40 points up on experience, so. We're still getting damage over on the base. It's ridiculous. And unfortunately, I should have waited for the 1 mana to get the Defenso chopper. I would have lost like 1 Plasma Marine, but I would have probably kept the other 2. So that was kind of a little bit of a error. I kind of panicked, pushed the panic button, and went Whirly Scrat, even though I wanted the Defenso chopper. And the Whirly Scrat was not up to the task for that one. And I ion grenade these tasty crossbow dudes that are all like hanging out. And there it is.
Red is dead. Blue wins.
All right, so we'll show off a couple more games. I'll also leave a link to my decks, my couple Portex videos I made from last season, so that if you want to see more of the deck, you can see the one. I believe it has Morgrel in it instead of the laser turret. So let's show off a couple more, at least one more, and then we're gonna get to the Autistic Piglet. Alright, so this is against Noob Tech. I'll show it from our point of view.
Showtime.
Alright.
Masters, get ready. Let the fight commence.
Ready to fight for rightness.
And he is playing Valorian. And I remember I had gotten stomped like a couple by the same guy that was playing Valorian a couple of games, I think, before this. I think it was Chuck Bungus or something was the guy's name. Really good player. I've played him before, but so it's like, oh no, Valorian. And I played the Whirly Scrat a little too early here, I think, because he ends up not getting the kill on her, unfortunately. So we take a little bit of damage. And we're not even up on experience yet, so. Now we've just gotten up on experience. And a fantastic laser turret there.
Strength through rightness.
And he unfortunately has lots and lots of big minions in this deck. That wasn't the greatest infiltration. So yeah, we took a truck ton of damage there. Yahoon loses to the laser turret once again. See, and it's at this point where like you're a little afraid to play the blood imps because you're in such a low life. Where that's why, like for the 1 mana more, I think the Scrats are fine. They do pretty much the same thing in most situations, but you don't have to worry about your life total as much. This is a bad Ion Grenadier. Like, the Plasma Rain actually overachieved and was gonna kill the Annihilator anyway. But, yeah, we're doing a truck to Annihilator now, though. And, there it is. Yeah, that's one thing about when you're running a greedier deck, when you got, like, you know, 10 mana, 7 mana dudes, 8 mana dudes in there. You know, sometimes you get stuck with them in your hand when there's a big push coming your way, and you have a hard time dealing with it. It's great when you're doing a big push with them, though. All right, and then we show one more. I guess we can do one more. Let's see. This is the same deck, I think.
It's on!
Lightning never strikes twice, but I do.
And I think I just start with an Infiltration here. Like back so they split. And then put Blood Imps in front of them. They actually do way more damage than I thought they were going to do here. Which was fantastic. And there we are with the bridge control.
Call in the big clouds.
And I wish I had waited on the Iron Grenade, because the planes would have been a much juicier target. But yeah, that was another sick push, sick damage. And he did gain some of the life back, unfortunately. But we did get him. We get him back down to I think 400, 411, pretty close. And this is always scary, a scary push when they have the Guardian and the Crystal Elves. You know, those can be rough sometimes. And I totally missed the Iron Grenade here. I was going for the planes, and I think I hit one of them, but but you know, we're doing all right. And I was going for the home run, but it didn't quite happen. But we got him down to 160 now. And that was a mistake. I forgot he was Stormbringer. So, like, fortunately, he out-distanced the laser turret. I think it would have been fine if it was any other master, but since it was Stormbringer, that was really, really terrible. But I think I was just trying to get him down to low life that the infiltration would basically just kill him straight up. And our little hero power is doing a pretty good job right here. There's the infiltration.
We have a winner, ladies and gentlemen.
All right, so we're gonna move on to the Autistic Piglet deck. All right, so his deck is even more budget friendly. So the original version is all commons except for this Vulture Prime, which is a rare, and you actually have to have this card for the deck because he combos with the Bazooka Scrat. And then the Cursebearers is Supreme, and the Resonant Crystal Blast is Supreme. And so for the Cursebearer, I put in a Skeletal Horde, which is common, and for the Resonating Crystal Blast, I put in a Daggerfall, because I figured the Daggerfall did similar things to what you want the Resonating Crystal Blast to do. Is you're basically just trying to get the Bazooka Scrat to cheese out some damage on him. And anyway, I'll show you a game, because this version had a few more changes, so I did play it just to make sure it seemed pretty reasonable. So I'll show off that game, and then I'll show off just me playing the Autistic Piglet deck a few times. So, let's see. So we played against Radix, or Radix? I don't know how to say it. I don't know how to say it.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to another.
Though this is kind of nice because I think he beat me about 6 or 7 times last season with this Rammer deck, so it's nice getting a little revenge against it. Yeah, this deck is just no bueno versus the Mortar deck. Mortar deck has a really rough time playing against it. So there's his Doom Cleaver. So I play the Bazooka Scrat, Vulture Prime combo. Yeah, I think I Resonating Crystal Blast here. Just so the Bazooka Scrat would get some damage in, but he gets the Warrior out, so we were foiled. I think I just play Cannon Roller here. And unfortunately, the smoke ring didn't do is what I thought it would do. So we did take like some sick damage right there, unfortunately. And unfortunately, I didn't have a really good answer for I guess the Plasma Ring did fine. And I just go Bazooka Scrat again to take care of the Doom Cleaver. I actually don't have any other answer, so that's why like the more common, like budget-friendly version of this, I think's actually kind of a little bit better, because instead of the Cursebearer, you have the Skeletal Horde, which is awesome against Cleavers. That was good Crystal Blast on his side. So we actually got ahead on life too, just there, which is nice. And there's the Bazooka Scrat combo. Which took care of the Doom Cleaver also. There it is. felt nice. Felt nice. All right, and then so this is against Callie, and then I'll show you the version of the deck that is more budget friendly.
It's on.
I thought it would play the same, but I just wanted to make sure, and it felt pretty good. So there's a few cases where the Resonating Crystal Blast would be better, obviously. But yeah, the Daggerfall basically did what you wanted to do. Just clear out small stuff for your, cheesing people with the Bazooka Scrat. That was pretty sweet that the cannon roller took out the stint, because it ended up getting like some sick damage in right there. And I think I just cannon roller again. And that was kind of a dumb rings, because the cannon roller never gets close enough. I think I just Bazooka Scrat. And unfortunately, this Bazooka Scrat doesn't get through. Yeah, I think the bear is pretty awesome. So for newer players, you have to grind to level 46 to get them for free this season. Totally worth it, though. Or you can just craft them next season as a common. And I was thinking about playing the Bazooka Scrap, but I think I held off just because, it would have just died. I didn't get it going on soon enough. I should have been a little more heads up to try to get the combo off there. And Callie's actually beat me pretty good on bridge control. But this isn't really a bridge control deck. This is, you're trying to kind of get one or two. You're trying to kind of like just keep cycling Bazooka Scrats and getting your Bazooka Scrat damage in, I think. Yeah, like so. And I think Bazooka Scrat, here it comes. Unfortunately, they were able to sniff it out.
Blue gained the third perk.
And what's cool is against his deck, being able to shoot twice is pretty good, because he has a lot of stuff that Stormbringer can like pick off pretty easy. And that was a bad Vulture Prime. that was pretty good. What's Mullaine's blast called? Like Arcane Blast or something? That was a really nice one. I was like, oh no, Callie's making a comeback, dude. And then here comes Bazooka Scrat Hero to take everything out for me. The champion Bazooka Scrat. I think I put a smoke ring on. I put it on the cannon roller. The Bazooka Scrat. Bazooka Scrat takes no prisoners, dude. Bazooka Scrat will not be denied. Walls do not bother Bazooka Scrat. There it is. Nothing stops Bazooka Scrat. Alright. So here is the ultimate budget version of the deck you were just watching. So it is only one rare to craft it, and then the rest are commons. And I'll leave both decks in the description. The unedited and the changes.
Masters,
And then
get ready.
also, I will leave links to Portex videos from last season if you guys want to watch them. And yeah. And then I'm gonna I'll also put the two all common decks that I had from the other two videos. I'll put their deck lists in the description also, even though I didn't show them off. But I think those are pretty good decks. I didn't get to mess with them again, see if I wanted to change anything. But if I'll probably mess with them again sometime this season. And if I do change something or whatever, I'll update it or tell you guys about it. So you have four common options, 4 budget options for Grenadier Masters. So hopefully that will help new players out. Yeah, and you should have a lot of fun with them. They're all a blast to play. I thought all pretty cool. So I'm excited. I'm probably gonna play teams after this because I've been playing, a bunch of solo the last couple days. So I think I do want to get a little bit of team on. Look at this Bazooka Scrat champion. Dang you, Jolo. Bazooka Scrat's really the hero Scrat. The bear actually goes up against Bara pretty nicely. So, Bazooka Scrat. And,
Number 2.
it's a pretty awesome push. Fortunately, we didn't get as much damage as I thought we were going to get out of it, but, decent. Oh, excuse me. And here's Bazooka Scrat overachieving again. So powerful. And yet again. No, I really like this deck. Was a lot of fun, man. I was actually having quite a blast playing this one. Yeah, it's funny. I lost like my first game or something. I was like, oh man. And then I went on a few game win streak, and then it lost like one or something. Then it like came on like a couple more. Like the deck's a lot of fun to play. I was a little worried about it at first, but it's really fun.
We have a winner.
All right, guys. Well, that is all the two like leaderboard decks that I think were pretty budget friendly, and then I will post all the decks in the description. Talk to you guys later. Bye bye.